just kind of how it works out. I'm Jaws Blake. This is the Painter's Breakfast. I'm your host. You know this already. We just met. There we go. So today I'm having baleadas. This is a Honduran dish that my friends put me on a very long time ago when I was a much younger man. The great thing I think about being Afro Latino is like you get exposed to so many other different cultures in a lot of ways. Like there's something to be said about like you you meet so many different Latinos from so many different places when you go to like festivals and stuff that you get to try out this crazy food and it's kind of amazing, honestly. I'm just happy. Sugar-free bubbly burst. It's cherry lemonade for those who care. I don't really need these right now. So, I have been busy packing up the studio. It has been hard. It's kind of depressing sometimes, but that's okay. Life will do that to you sometimes. Life will inevitably kind of give you that energy you're not really after sometimes, but it's okay. It is not something that is permanently bad. It is just something that is temporarily difficult. So, I made everything from scratch, minus the tortillas, because your boy's not making tortillas. Not right now. So yeah, for those who want to see, it looks very beautiful. There we go. Lots of color. So for the veggies, I made everything from scratch. We got jalapenos, we got red onions, we got cilantro, we got lime, and salt. I wanted to do platanos, but the platanos I got, they're too green. But they were the only options, the ones they had in the store. So, you know, it's kind of how it works in the market sometimes. I should have bought them a couple days ago. So that's on me. Mmm. If you have never had baleadas before, I beg of you to give it a shot. They are incredible. So my baleadas recipe, what is this live stream about? At least in Coup? Trying to see what this is. Live streams. My live streams are about me, a painter, telling you about what's going on in my life and opinions on random things. We talk about a lot of stuff on this one. There's no like clear one direction for this type of thing. And it's nice. We just hang out, we have breakfast, we eat some food, we talk about whatever. Typically we steer clear of certain topics sometimes. Sometimes they just come out that way anyways. But yeah, that's pretty much about it, honestly. I always find it funny that like people like they go like, "Oh, but it's not about food." And I'm like, I mean, it can be a little bit, but it's not really about food. Those jalapenos are hidden. Ooh, that's good though. That's some good stuff. I'm liking. I don't know, but I got you. Nice. Thank you. So my name is Joar Blake. Do you have a son? I have a cat that I refer to as my son. I am of the age of someone who would have kids in high school. Put it that way. And we won't say what grade. We'll just go in high school. So, let's see. things to talk about while talking about them. We went to. I do have a wife, yes. If you go through my videos, if you subscribe and you go all the way through all my 1,000+ videos, there's quite a few videos with my wife in it, actually. We've done a few painters' breakfasts, actually. You go back in March, her and I did 2. One for her birthday and one for mine. Yeah. So, we got lost yesterday. We were going to the art store, trying to find something. Alec lost her lead holder. This is a very nice one from Stanton. They're like blue, and they got silver on them. And so we went back to the art store, the local art store around here. I can't remember what it's called. Plaza Arts. So at Plaza Arts, there's one in Silver Spring, there's one in Bethesda, there's one in Rockville. We went to the one in Silver Spring because it's closest. They did not have what you needed, but I got a bunch of stuff. And then we went to, I didn't understand that we needed to go to the Rockville one, so we went to the Bethesda one by accident. So we got lost on the highway for like a good 20 minutes. Then we got to the Rockville store, which I did not realize was even there, which is kind of funny because I've gone by that place a million times. And it's a cute little hole in the wall, honestly. Just a very kind of pleasant place to be. So we get there, she gets her things, I get some caps for some spray paint, cans, and everything was good, honestly. We tried to, then we got some food. We were in Rockville, so we went to Okairi, which is this little sweet Japanese place. And then we went to, after that we went to, I think we just went home after that. And we just relaxed, and I packed up a bunch of the studio and all these things. Now see, from my experience with making kind of a, I won't call this a salsa because it's not traditionally what a salsa would be. There's no tomatoes or tomatillos. So it's more kind of like lime, jalapeno, onion, cilantro, salt, pepper. And you kind of drape it over whatever you're eating as it falls out. The big key to this recipe is after you mix everything, after you put everything in there, and you add your spices, put the lime, and then just let it sit for like a good minute or two. It'll absorb, everything will kind of absorb the moisture, and that way it's not like dry. It's got come on more of a salsa, like a pico de gallo type of thing. Straight fire. Alec picked up this, my wife Alec picked up this kind of a crema to put over stuff. I don't know if you can see it. The sauce. It goes really well with it. And then it kind of caps it. You know? I don't want to waste this. It's so good. So good. So good. I wanted to do a holiday market this year, like closer to like December, November, December. But as November is about to be over, and I haven't heard anything about any art markets, and I don't know of any in December as of late, I guess I won't be doing that after all. So I have to figure out some way to do some type of holiday thing. Maybe I'll do like a live stream where we do like a holiday market type of thing. And people can get stuff. But I don't know. I'm kind of. The move has been kind of hard. It's a lot of timing stuff. It's a lot of. Not everybody's going at the same speed, and so the place that we're moving into isn't ready yet. So that's kind of been a little hard because like we're kind of we're packing as we go, and we can't really pack. We don't want to pack too much because like we have to be able to get to that stuff, you know. We have like the essentials and just the essentials at this point, mostly out, and everything else has either got to go on a pod or a moving truck. So, and I know they make pods that are moving trucks, but it's just kind of waiting. That's mostly what we're doing. We're waiting. I am currently reading, still. Still currently reading. Juliet Takes a Breath, sorry, by Gabby Riviera. And, you know, things are good. We're working on all this stuff. So, I'm getting a phone call from someone while this is going on. I don't really pick up the show. I don't pick up the phone when people call me while I'm doing the show. But thankfully I did mute it though. So you didn't, it wasn't, and had I not pointed it out, I don't think you would have caught on to it. Let me see. I found an old sketchbook. Galeras. This is a very old sketchbook I had back in the day. Big boy. Back in the day, I did not care so much about I may have gotten horrible news just now via text message. So back in the day, I didn't care so much about the quality of the paper that I used. So when I would paint, I would do these wild paintings on very flimsy paper. But I had a lot of fun though, you know? That's kind of what art is about. Art is about just going for things and doing things. I did a lot of pinups back then, if you haven't noticed. But I really enjoyed what I did. And I was so kind of free with all of it that it was always kind of whatever. This is the one I wrote about the pandemic. This is wear a fucking mask. But it was good though, you know? It was really, really good. So, I hope everything is well. I'm going to eat these, and then I'm going to call this person back, because I'm a little worried they're going to tell me a friend of ours has just died. And that will be fun. I used to, when I was a younger kid, I had a lot of friends who did a lot of stuff, to say the least. And so, some of them did not live insanely a long amount of time. They did not have kids. They did not grow old enough to have kids. Or a car, or an apartment, or adulthood. And so, those things sometimes happen. And I'm very nervous right now about this because I don't want that to be the case. But typically, when someone tells you they have to tell you something about your friend, it's typically not a good thing. So, I have two Brians in my life, so it could be either or. Jeez. So did everyone already have breakfast today? Are you eating it right now with me? Are you at work? What are you doing? I just find it funny the questions we get on the show. We get like these very like intense questions, but also very random questions. It is a little wild. I'm probably gonna go by this skate park today. Take some photos, do the video maybe for tomorrow. I've been meaning to go by there all year actually. I just haven't. Busy. Eating with band-aids on your hands is very difficult. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that has derailed my whole day, I think, probably. I hope you're well. I'm sorry I have to run. Maybe we'll do one for Thanksgiving Day. You know? Alright. Love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Painter out.